G'day guys, and welcome back to another video. Hope you're all doing well. I've just finished up a day's riding here in the Glasshouse Mountains, and I thought before I go and load the bike up on my motorbike carrier, I thought I'd give you guys a closer look at it, show you why I really love this thing. Now the motorbike carrier is from Rack 'n Roll. Rack 'n Roll are an Australian owned company, so this thing is fully made in Australia. They're on the Gold Coast actually. I've had mine for a few years now, put it through its paces. Probably hasn't used it as much as I would want to, but I've used it a fair bit and I really like it. So I'll jump right in, show you guys a closer look at it and why I chose this motorbike carrier over a bunch of others. So here it is guys, the Rack 'n Roll motorbike carrier. Mine is the motocross carrier, so they do have a few other options on their website to carry things like big adventure bikes like a Tenere 700 or Africa Twin. They even have racks that'll suit street bikes as well. This one here is for motocross bikes specifically, and it's rated up to 180 kilograms. Plenty to carry the big DRZ. This rack holds her perfectly. So when you are looking on the Rack 'n Roll website, there are a heap of different options, obviously with what rack you want first, and then you can customize it to suit your vehicle as well. I just changed this over yesterday. I have two of these bars that go into the hitch. I had used it on my girlfriend's Jeep, so I did need a longer bar which bring it out further off the car. Obviously a Jeep has a spare tire on the back. I've chucked back on the one for the Ranger so I can keep it nice and close, but obviously you need to make sure you pick that bar to suit your exact vehicle so you don't end up being too close or further away than you need to be with that bar length. But all the information's on their website to pick that as well. You can pick what color you want as well. I just went with the standard orange. That's what they come as, but you can pay a bit extra if you want to get black, I believe. I don't know if there's any other colors, but I have seen black ones which look nice as well if you're not a fan of the orange. Now the main reason why I went with the Rack 'n Roll system guys is because it comes with absolutely everything you need. Yeah, you're going to pay more than some of the other racks. Some of the other racks I looked at that were cheaper might not have came with lights, so you had to buy your own wiring kit and fit all that up, or they might not have been as sturdy and didn't come with all these buckles and everything else, so you'd be finding bits and pieces to fully get the bike mounted on there. So this was the easiest option just to get everything, and I knew I'd have all that I needed. Yeah, you're going to pay a higher price tag, but with this carrier I really do believe you get what you pay for. Now I just looked online and these things at the moment are going for $1,085. That's without adding in any extra longer bars or a longer ramp or different color or anything like that. As this is now, $1,085, that'll get you this whole setup. I've had mine for a couple of years, so I think it might have been a little bit cheaper, but what hasn't gone up in price over the last few years? But once I finish talking all this about the rack, I will load my bike up, so you will see some footage of me actually loading the bike. As you can see guys, comes with absolutely everything. You can switch it around which way you want the bike to roll up on there. I've got mine coming up on the right hand side of the car, but you can get it made to come up on the other side, whichever you prefer. This is the ramp right here that it comes with as well. I've obviously got this sitting there like that because I took the bike off earlier in the day and I've just left that on there. But normally this will come off. I'll show you when I actually put the bike up there, but that comes off and it sits on here. Nut thing here holds it down on there, so everything has a place on this rack. You got a nice little pin there to hold the ramp in place so it doesn't fall out while you're pushing the bike up or down. Now these are the buckles that hold the bike in. Really good way of mounting the bike. These just click through your foot pegs, and once you tighten them up, your bike does not want to move. And a third way of holding it is this as well. Once your front wheel's tucked in here against this part, this just pushes up and tightens in and holds your front wheel from rolling back and forward. The buckles hold the bike down. Really sturdy. Now as I said guys, it comes with absolutely everything you need with all the wiring. You've just got to run it and bolt it all on there. But this is the plug. Just comes with your standard, oh, if I get it out one hand, just comes with a standard 7-pin plug. Works on the Ranger there. If you need something different, I don't know, maybe you can hit them up and they'll do whatever, but most cars are going to have this setup. I plug that in when I got two hands free. All the bolts, everything that you need is included, but the kit does come with these shims that you can put either side of the bar once it's in your hitch, just to prevent it from moving at all. But mine in there is super tight. There's no movement at all. Me pushing that thing around, it's moving the whole car. It's not even rattling around or anything. Super sturdy. There is a number plate light here as well. I've obviously had to move my number plate from the car because I don't have a little auxiliary trailer one yet, but I will get that in the future. But yeah, just a really sturdy rack guys. I was worried about getting this system for the car, that it would move around, but this here I'm not worried about at all. Once the bike's on and tied down, I know it's fine. Whatever the car goes over, the bike is not gonna go flying down the freeway, which is not what you want. But enough talk, I'll put the camera down. I'll roll the bike up on here, strap it in, and show you guys just how simple it is. I am on a bit of a funny angle, so the ramp is a bit taller. A longer ramp would be handy, which you can order, but I've just made do. I'll just start the bike up and just cruise it on up there. But yeah, I'll get the camera down, show you guys how easy it is. have it guys, bike's loaded up. It's as easy as that. One thing I forgot to mention before about the way it ties in, it's not a major one, but this little strap here, the kit all comes with this. Now the job of this is just to go through all of these, I don't even know what you call these, eyelet things, whatever they are. It goes through all 3 of these. It's just there to prevent these from rattling loose and spinning around and loosening your bike. So that's not there as a major thing, but yeah, its job is just to stop them from spinning and going loose. You do need it on there just in case, but that was the only thing I forgot. And if you come around here, that's where the ramp lives. That little eyelet there winds down and holds it. And then on the other side here, that pin that was holding the ramp now just goes through here and holds that up against the front tyre. Goes through into the ramp, little pin through there, so that holds that there. So everything has its own little place there. Works very, very well. The Rack and Roll motocross carrier works great. I really can't fault it myself. The only minor thing that I could say about it, I've had it for 2.5 years I think. The paint here on the orange is just starting to flake off a little bit, but that's not a major issue. I'm not really sure what it's from. Maybe it's just time, or I've had it in the shed banging around. Something's probably been up against it, rubbing on there. But other than that, performed amazingly. The bike barely even moves on the back of the rack, so I can put this thing on there and drive in confidence and know I don't have to keep looking in my rear view mirror or the rear camera to check to make sure my bike's tied down properly. I can guarantee that this thing is not going to go anywhere. Well, that's enough from me here out in the bush, guys. I'm all packed up and ready to go. Time to shoot off home. It's been a great morning here on the bike, but I thought I'd just mention before I end this video that this is not a paid review. I'm saying what I want about this rack. I bought it with my own money. Rack and Roll haven't reached out in any ways. This is my thoughts only. If I thought it was crap, I'd tell you guys. But yeah, hopefully that helps you guys out if you are in the market for a rear motocross carrier, or even you were looking at the Rack and Roll specifically. Just another product that I love and that I use, and I'm super, super happy with it. But as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit that like button if you did get something out of this one, and subscribe as well so you don't miss out on any other motorcycle content that I got coming up. Cheers guys, ride safe, see you all soon.